Hi, everyone. We're live, Tulip. It's Mr. Millen. How are you? And Tulip? Have to take Tulip to the vet tomorrow. She's limping. I don't know what's wrong. We'll get it figured out. We'll fix it. Hey, we're starting a whole new chapter, chapter 11. Hokey smokes. Man, it's flying by. We did 2 chapters. Two. What? All right, we're going to talk about Ollie's here. Ollie, all right, come on. Come on. Hello, everyone. Hello, Ollie. How you doing today? Oh, I'm great. It's very nice out. Yes, it is. It is a nice day, I must say. Tulip and I just got back in. It is nice out. Now, what did you want something? Yes, I have a knock-knock joke. Oh, Ollie, a knock-knock joke? Yes. Okay, go ahead. Knock, knock. Who's there? Urine. Urine who? You're an idiot. Why don't you just teach? Hey, that's, you know what? The screaming the other day, and then now this. Hey, you look like a nice enough guy, but man, I'm sorry. I thought it was funny. Well, you know what? Maybe in reptile country. That was rude. Hey, this chapter we deal with the angles, right? And I think I figured out a way to, without a protractor, to get a good idea of what we're drawing. Okay? Now, it starts with circles. A circle. Talks about a circle. And we didn't talk about circles when we talked about polygons because circles are not polygons. They're not. Okay? Why? Because they're round. They're round. A circle is a set of points equidistant from a point known as the center point. All right? Right? There's a dot in the middle. You go all the way around it. They're all the same distance from the dot. Now, circles are quite fascinating. For one thing, they have that number called pi, pi, right? And that's the ratio of the circumference, which is the distance around, perimeter, of a circle, to the radius, which is the distance from the center point to an outer point. And no matter how big the circle is, that ratio is always the same. That's incredible. And they call that number pi. And pi is a number that is a non-repeating decimal. That means that as you divide, you keep going and going and going, and it never ends, and it's never the same. And there's never a sequence or pattern. Crazy. Pi, P-I. 3.14 is the abbreviated one, right? March 14th is Pi Day, all right? Now, circles. Circles have, a little history first. I'm going to talk about history. Circles have 360 degrees. Why? They decided it's going to be 360, right? And you know, if you're a skateboarder or a snowboarder or some sort of stunt person and you do a 360, you completely turned around. You do a 180, you're facing the opposite way. So let me talk to you a little bit about the history of how it got to be 360. Hold on. I have my history professor regalia, paraphernalia. Don't smoke. Makes me blink. Ready? Oh, good Lord. That was a stupid idea. Who's going to clean that? Ollie? All right, back in the day, the Egyptians, when the Egyptians were like the top, you know, when they were building pyramids and stuff, BC, all right, when they were doing it, they thought that the year had 360 days. Now, where are they? They're just about on the equator, right? So it wasn't like, oh man, we're wrong because it's snowing out now. It was always basically the same weather. So they couldn't really go by that, you know? And they figured later on, the Babylonians figured out that the sun traveled around in a circle and it took 360 days. Now, the Babylonians, that civilization, we use a base 10 number system, 10, 20, 30, you know, tens, hundreds, thousands. They used a base 60. Why? I don't know. They also figured out that there was 24 hours in a day. And then they broke it down even more to say there were 60 minutes in an hour and 60 seconds in a minute. So that's how circles got to have 360 degrees. All right? Now I have examples in front of me. We're going to talk about it. We're going to talk about turns, half turn, quarter turn. All right? Things like that. Clockwise, counterclockwise. All right? Give me a second. Tulip, don't lick the flower. It's flower. We're going to, what are we doing? We're going to talk about circles in a second. I have it right here. All right? See you then. Bye.